So does anybody else just like mindlessly scroll on Facebook Marketplace for hours? Just me? No? Hey, I'm Janelle. This is To DIY For, and I am so excited to share with you today's thrift flip. So I love doing stuff like this, breathing new life into old things that I find at the thrift store or, secondhand by purchasing them off of somebody online. And when I found this piece for just $20, I thought it was a steal of a deal. Now I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I didn't do enough research to know how expensive the product I wanted to use on it was. FYI, caning is very expensive. It's trendy, but it is very expensive, or at least I found it to be. If you know cheap places to get it, feel free to leave it down below. Maybe you can get it locally for cheap. I have seen other YouTubers do that, but where I live, nuh-uh. I will leave with you linked below the product that I use, but just be forewarned, if you want to do a project with caning, it's pretty expensive. That all being said, I am ecstatic about the way that this turned out. I really, really do love this piece, so let me take you through the process. All right, so here's the piece in all of its glory. I saw that it had good bones and I really liked the shape of it. So as you can see, there looks like there was kind of like these little cushions that popped out here. Somebody had tried to tape them back in. It's really rough. It needs a new paint job. So I'm just gonna remove these lovely old curtains, and we're gonna get this thing prepped up to give it a new coat of paint. So I simply just had to take off these hinges, remember how to put them back on properly, and then I laid these all out and sanded them down because there was some tape residue left on them as well. So I'm just going to be giving them a quick coat of black paint. I'm keeping it this color. I kind of like the contrast of this with the caning. So after I painted those, I got to work with the caning. Now this was the cheapest one that I could find, and I got just enough for my project. I basically found this piece that would be wide enough for me to be able to put 2 panels in, and I got it long enough for the 4 panels that I needed to do. And I will leave linked below where I got this. It was off of Etsy, but it was around $120 to buy enough caning for this project, and I used every last inch of it. So just for reference, again, like I said, if you find some cheaper stuff, please leave it down below where you might be able to source that. So I just simply took my staple gun here and I stapled it into place. I found it to be pretty easy to work with. It's really easy to cut with just a regular pair of scissors. You got to be really careful with the edges because, once you cut into it, those pieces can come unwoven and can come apart, but it did stay together fairly well. And all I really did here along the sides is just try to pull it as tight as possible, and I stapled every couple of inches. And I really have a very small overlap here because I wanted the back side to look similar to the front side. So little overlap there and stapling it all into place. Now, in all honesty, I did not really think about how I was going to make the backside look nice. So I opted to use this. Now this is a veneer wood tape. It's got an adhesive already on the back of it. I cut it in half because I wanted it to be a thin piece and for it to not be so prominent. And basically you just iron this on. So this is doing a really good job of hiding any rough edges of the material and of course hiding all of my staple marks. It is only on the back side. The front side I think looks a lot cleaner, but I wanted to make it look good on both sides because it really depends on how you want to use a wall divider. You might actually see both sides. So I made this small template to do these pieces here on the top, and I just squeezed out just enough with my caning to be able to finish this project. Like I said, if you're smarter than me, you probably order a little bit more, but I was trying to be pretty stingy with this. So I got the piece all trimmed down to size and I stapled it in. It has a small little ledge there that I was able to staple on. And I Yeah, I struggled with figuring out what to do here and covering up the staples and the rough edges of the caning. I took some of this caning strips and I tried to glue it into place. I really did not like the way that it looked, and what I ended up doing is getting some cardstock, and I made a template again, and I simply made a very thin piece, as you can see here, and I painted it black with the same spray paint, and then I glued it into place, and I found that it covered the staples and those raw edges really well, and I think it looks pretty clean. So then really all that was left to do was just to add my hinges back into place, which still looked pretty good, and I liked that they were gold. And I just screwed this whole thing back together, and I am really, really happy with how it turned out. Like I said, way more expensive project than I had thought, but wow, this thing is just absolutely stunning. And this is the good side, I will say. It does look much better and cleaner on this side. I don't think that the opposite side looks too bad. I do have a shot here for you so you can see what that looks like, because I said depends on how you want to style your piece. There it is right there, and I think it looks pretty clean as well still. So let me know what you thought of this DIY, and leave your comments down below. Share it with a friend if you want, and I will be back next Wednesday with a new DIY, so don't forget to subscribe. Cheers!